Alright, what's good YouTube? This is boy TYP336 here. We got deck profile here with Brandon Rain. And Brandon, what did you play today here at the Wilson Regional?
I played Frog Monarchs. I've been playing the deck like I don't know how long, probably since maybe September. I was playing Fish on Decay, and then Konami just decided that they want to kill my deck, so I decided to play Fish on Decay. I've been testing it, and I felt like Executors would be like really big with priority being gone. They really didn't get affected. And Baylor only stops them for so long, and eventually you're going to run out of stuff. So I felt like this deck doesn't commit, so it's really good against Executor. I can Baylor the Rabbit, and nobody's really playing windups. So my toughest match will probably be Heroes and Dark Worlds. And if I can play against them, then I should be okay. So.
Alright, let's get into the deck.
So I played triple cards. That's pretty standard. I don't even think I have to explain that. Just triple cards.
Move them up a little bit. There's a glare.
Cards is just busted. Triple Riser. I really like this game more. A lot of times I decided it out. Because like in Executors, I would prefer just to Gaia's your monster and not give it back to you versus Riser and giving it back to you and just beat my ass for the next turn. So. But it's good for inconsistencies and for you to guard that. Dark Death Spirit, this is pretty much your win condition against Executors. You just keep bouncing it, going to the board, and bouncing, going to the board.
How do you feel about people who play Zaborgs in their deck? Just have the light for BLS.
Yeah, I don't really like Zaborg because Zaborg doesn't do enough. All it really does is pop a monster.
Right.
And that's it. Like I'd rather either force you to dead draw or remove your monster, burn you 4,000. You just do more.
Right.
I mean, I guess like the guy who topped, Toronto plays the Zaborgs with the BLS. I guess if you like that, that's fine. But I mean, I prefer not to remove my Kaisis, so when I do Pot of Everest, it's live for the most part, and I can rip back into it and keep going over and over. But I mean, I guess it's personal preference.
Alright.
Darkness Spirit is really, really good. And if they ban it to Spirit, so it's in phase, so it goes back anywhere. I played the Vanish Fiend. I was really iffy on this at the last minute because I saw a lot of Executors, and this is just terrible against Executor. But it's good against like Heroes. If they open up like Miracles and a whole bunch of other stuff that can't really go off. I actually did play. What did I play that was weird? Like I played like some assault mode thing towards the end, and it's just great. And this actually did win my game against Executor. I set on this and I got you in 2 Baylors, and he didn't have an out. So I just beat the shit out of him. MVP of the day though has to be Blind Darkness. This card is busted. I love this card.
I've been testing Frog Monarchs myself, and it wins so many games.
And you have so many ways to like reset it and reuse it and abuse it. It's ridiculous. And like a good play that I do is I'll skull that and I'll set an MST and pass. And my opponent will just try to set and double chain, and I'll just chain the MST and force you like to minus yourself even more. It's just really good. And it has good synergy, and a lot of people actually want to draw dead. Like if you open up with 2 of them.
Attention you young players, that is time for the round. If you are still in a match, please raise your hand and call for a judge, and we'll be over sure to assist you. Thank you.
But like, if you open up with 2 of them, you have a way to drop the first one. It's really good because a lot of times what it'll do is the first one will get destroyed and it'll set up the play for the second one. You can just keep spamming Blind Darkness. It gets around warnings, which everybody's playing. I had so many people warning this and look at it and they didn't know that if you warning it, I still got the effect. So there were so many times where they were warning, I would grab boards and just beat their face. I tested Kaiser Glider for a little bit, didn't really like it, so I just kept Lancing. Frog Engine Standard, 3 swaps, 2 Treeborn and 1 Rodent. I hate triple Treeborn. Because late game, I hate drop decking into it. I like the 2 Treeborns in a row, and it just gives you gotcha plays, and then like if you don't have another way to get the lad out, it gives you a second tribute, so it works. And gotcha is amazing against Executor, because they pop, and then they still have an 1800 beat it, and they can't get over with Centipede, so they have to go into like Leviathan or something, and the next turn you just Monarch. So it's just really good. Triple Baylor, which was amazing all day. I love this card. I didn't draw it as much as I like to, but there was times where I drew multiple copies, but it didn't matter because I would just go formula and then synchro, and it was shenanigans pretty much. It was really good. There was one instance I played against, what did I play against? Executor. I drew 6 of these. I Pot of Everest, drew into 2 more, and then later on I drew like the other 3. It was ridiculous. Couldn't do anything. Sangan, just a good floater. I see a lot of people who play Frog Monarchs who don't play Sangan. I'm not really sure why that is. Searches out the swap frogs if you don't draw them. Searches out the effect Baylors, and it searches out the battle faders. So I don't really know why you don't play Sangan. The battle fader is good. You kind of know how to play it. Like if your opponent tries to poke, you hold it, and then if you don't have it, so they try to commit to the board and just go off, and you drop battle fader, and then you go Darkness Spirit. Like I did that so many times. People will poke like a Thunder King, expecting me to drop this, and they didn't see it, so they're like, oh, he doesn't have it, I'm just gonna go off. And they go off, and I do this, and I have to play. Drag. I wish I could fit space for another one. cards is really, really good, especially against heroes. You can just beat down over everything if you open bad. But the deck's at 41 cards, and one of the biggest problems with this deck is because you run so many monsters, consistency. So Travis and then Gorse. Spells, Soul Exchange, this card is amazing. Against Rabbit, it's just the nuts, I guess, against Rabbit, because you just Soul Exchange, lag, you can't do anything, Dope is gone. Econ, I don't play 3 because Formula's gone, Fishboard's gone, so Formula, Monarchs are dead, and I can't guarantee that Treeborn's going to be engraved every single turn. So if you don't have Treeborn, these are pretty much dead. Like there was an instance where somebody summoned Fossil Dino and poked. I couldn't do anything. Like I can put Dino into Fishbone and summon Swap, but it's still 1300 and I can't get over it, so it's useless. Creature Swap, this guy won me so many games. Against Chaos Dragon, both games, summoned Effect Veiler, Creature Swap, took his BLS for game, 6,000 direct. It was ridiculous. Foolish. I hate this card, but you have to play it. If you don't open up Treeborn, it's ridiculous. 1-for-1 is just really good.
How well does the 1-for-1 work out for you now with Fishboard and Glow both gone?
It's still pretty straight because, like I said, if you don't open up Treeborn, it's just I kind of look at these as being, you know, the 4th and 5th Treeborn because you can get them out. In worst case scenario, late game, you can just rip off a Effect Veiler and then go like Brionic or something else. It's just really good. Pot, that's all staples, I guess. I think everybody's just running these.
The basic 3 and
pot average. Like a lot of people running that. Pot average is really good. And like it combos well. Like one of the plays I did was Sangan into Formula, drew a card, then Formula into Sangan with Catastrophe Search, pot average drew, and I pretty much like +4 at the end of my turn. It was ridiculous. And then triple space, because space is ridiculous. And people are playing Chain Disappearances for like Injectors, so you have to go Standby Phase, MSC, then Treeborn. Like that's how you can get around Chain Disappearance if you don't have Econ. That helped me a lot today. That's pretty much main. It's 41 cards. Side deck was Double Crow. I was playing 3, but I dropped it to 2. Injectors, it's good. It's good against Dark Worlds, but a lot of times they'll play around it. Like they won't put Graph Engrave, they'll leave it in the hand and they'll just drag down your hand like you did, drag down the hell out of my hand and hit some on my nerves. So I left these out. I wasn't signing these and I walked around and I saw like everybody and their mother playing Dark Worlds, so I grabbed these out of my binder and put them in. When I drew them, it was amazing. When I didn't draw them, it was whatever. Cyber Dragons, I didn't play Heroes, but this one-man game against Machina. I got Cyber Dragon, he compulses, I Cyber Dragon again. Mobius. Mobius is okay. Worst case scenario, it'll bait out one.
Players, just a reminder, there is to be no cussing.
And it's actually really good against Rabbit, because let's say if they have a lag no negates and they got a Doka, summon it, choose not to use the effect and just run over Doka. So it's a good Monarch, the optional effect, you can just run the Doka over. So. The second one, I was playing 2, but nobody's playing windups anymore. It's terrible against Injectors. Dark Word doesn't stop him, so it's just good against like random Rabbit and stuff. Genzo, I started this because I didn't want to lose the Chain Burn, and I thought people were going to be playing like Stun. It's actually one-man game against Stun. I was at like 900, and he was kicking my ass, and I managed to rip the Genzo. He didn't have an out, but I just Genzo for game.
Good play with Genzo.
Yeah, Smashings were good. I mean, I didn't really use them, but they were good against Chaos Dragons. The deck has a problem with Chaos Dragons because they overcommit and they extend, they explode so fast. And if I don't have Battle Fed, I just lose. So this is just good. Mario. Treacherous Trap. I wasn't playing this at first. My friend told me to play it, and I really liked it. And then Level Catastrophe. I opened up with this and Gores against like an anti-meta deck, and I almost jumped out of my seat. I was like, oh wow. He literally goes Thunder King, sets 4 attack, and I go Level Catastrophe, drop Gores, and Optimus Prime. And then my extra deck is just pretty standard. Gotcha for like the Injectors and stuff. This helps Monarchs a lot because it's Exit Reaper and you can kind of stall with it. Injector Executor was putting in work. Pretty much what this does is you put the Monarchs, well, exceed with the Monarchs, make this bad. Detach the monster, then when this goes, lag gets its effect, and you start the shenanigans all over again pretty much. It's really good. Formula, Arm. I didn't say go that much, but nice to have. Catastrophe, H Fairy, Stardust. Dark Ink, because you can make it. Scrap, I didn't make this once. Mistworm never made it. Shooting Star, I heavied. He went Starlight Road. I Econ, Effect Veiler, Formula into this, and GG. Chimera Tech, I won with that, and then just my board token that everybody's been asking me about what I was playing.
Alright. Real quick, what do you think about how the format's been going so far? And
I hated the format. Rabbit first turn, set 4 back row was terrible, but Veiler helps with that. And if you don't have the Veiler, it's pretty much the same song and dance. Yeah. Rabbit. I don't know. I kind of got to. I want to see what Heretics do. My friends built Heretics the other day, and it was ridiculous. I don't want to play against that. I might have to pick up some Max He's because that deck is ridiculous. I hate it. I mean, other than that, it's not bad. I think Jeffrey Daniels said good players are still going to do well. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like if you know, like with this deck, I think this deck did well because it's a surprise factor. I've been playing this forever. I know the ins and outs, and I feel like I can do just about anything with it. So the format, I mean. Konami's a business, so you kind of got to look at it from the business aspect that they're not always going to save us with the ban list. So, I mean, it's whatever. You just kind of got to play through it, and everybody says they're going to quit, but they always come back anyway. So,
yeah. All right, Brandon, appreciate you sitting down with me.
Yeah, no problem.
This is 2IP336. Sign out. Remember, right, pronate us. Deuces, guys.